With Austin Price, Brent Hubbs, VolQuest.com. The news keeps going well for Tennessee this week on the offensive line front. Obviously, Cade Mays is transferred to Tennessee, but today's about Trey Smith. And interesting, Austin, he sort of sounded like he was saying goodbye, but then when you heard him say he made a promise to his mom to get his college degree, I think it was pretty obvious at that point what the ending was going to be for Tennessee fans, and that was good news.
I thought it was just a good hook. I mean, he led you down that road and then went back the other direction. I thought the speech was well done. He kind of thanked the people he needed to thank. Obviously, kind of gave, a background of his story, how he got to where he was. Obviously got emotional talking about it, losing his mom, and rightfully so. But you can tell it meant a lot to him to kind of, fulfill what he had told her late in her life. And, as vicious as he is between the white lines, he's just a good human being.
It's certainly a happy moment for him because it's the decision he wanted to make.
Yeah.
And very clear. He spent a lot of time talking about this. I think the other thing that was clear to him is he fully believes in himself.
Yep.
That he can make himself a lot of money by coming back for his senior based on what the college advisory board told him where he would be based on where he thinks his potential is in terms of the NFL draft.
Well, he's betting on himself, and Trey's been, always a confident kid, believes in himself, to the highest regard. And, I thought it was interesting, I asked him, did you consult with any guys that went through this process? And he goes, no, this was different. This was about me. I'm the one. I've got to make the decision. I've got to live with the decision that's made. And now he'll live on this campus for the next year and, play to the best of his ability and then get ready for the 2021 NFL draft.
Well, and he talked a lot about some improvements he can make. He made an interesting point in kind of the breakout session in the video we have on the site where he just talked about it wasn't just physically not getting to practice every day. This is the first time in his career he will play in the same offense back-to-back years. And he said, I'm trying to get my physical feet underneath me in August, but I don't know the offense because I hadn't been through it. He really believes that he's going to be a much better player mentally because he's going to know this offense. It's not going to be a dramatic change as it's been every year he's been in Tennessee.
Much like the fact that they've deemed it not to be another form of blood clots when he got pulled off the field last year. That's kind of an interesting side element to this. What you just said is an interesting side element. Not having played in the same offense 2 years in a row, how much growth can you make in year two? And as you said, this is all about kind of, as he said, unfinished business, playing for his mom, and then also building upon his legacy here and then his future with his play to potentially move up the draft board.
Well, but certainly he's leaving money on the table. He was going to be a drafted player. A lot of people felt like the safer bet would be for him to come out now. The better business decision would be to come out now. He makes a decision to come back and play, bet on himself to really improve his stock. Tennessee gets a great football player back. It changes the dynamics of them up front. Everybody wants to know now is Cade Mays going to be eligible, but the fact of the matter is Tennessee's best offensive lineman is returning for his senior year, and that makes a lot of people in this building behind us very happy.
Oh, extremely happy. Obviously, Kennedy gets his 6th year. Now the question is, was Kennedy the first of 3 and this is number 3? These things happen in 3, or is there still a 3rd one out there? Who knows? You never know in the month of January.
It's a crazy month. That's going to do it for this edition of the 2-Minute Drill. For Austin Price, I'm Brent Hubbs.